Salaries obviously were a big thing on social media.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you guys were drafted, people were talking about those salaries. Are these sponsorship, these endorsements, these partnerships that you've got off the court helping to even the playing field a little bit?
I mean, obviously, people thought me leaving college, I would take a huge pay gap and pay drop. I wasn't getting paid in college, so that check that I do get here is a bonus. I mean, being able to play for, 4 to 5 months and get $75,000 on top of the other endorsements that I'm doing, I think it's a plus for me. I mean, I play the game I love, not for the money. I play because I love basketball and genuinely love basketball, and now that I'm a pro and being able to
Some fans argue that Clark just has better teammates or that she benefits from favorable calls. But those arguments fall flat when you watch the games. Clark creates magic out of mayhem. She thrives in chaos. Reese, on the other hand, struggles. Even in structured sets, her offensive game hasn't evolved. She can't stretch the floor. And even inside, her finishing lacks efficiency. It makes her predictable and easy to lock down.
But that's all from the perimeter passing, too. Angel Reese mid-range a minute to go here in this first foul trouble. Double team comes. She finds Angel down, getting it ahead to Reese. No.
The numbers don't like Caitlin Clark is selling out arenas, landing magazine covers, and dropping over 25 points a night. Her deep threes, deadly. Her passing, elite. Her command of the floor, pure instinct. It's been a seamless leap to the pros. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, her transition's been anything but smooth marked, instead by growing pains, inconsistency, and questions that keep getting louder.
Of course, you got the matchup today against Caitlin Clark and the Fever. You two have had memorable matchups on the floor in college. Her days at Iowa, your days at LSU. How would you describe the evolution of this rivalry now that you guys are both at the professional level?
I think all of the rookies have done a great job being able to elevate and go to the next level and allow it to translate. I think we've all done a great job, especially me and Caitlin, being able to have so much publicity come to the league and come to the game, and so many people are watching the game. I mean, this is long overdue. I mean, these women of the league that I've been watching for a really, really long time, they deserve.
From record-breaking performances at Iowa to being the top pick in the WNBA draft, Caitlin Clark's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. She's not just playing well, she's changing the game, revolutionizing how women's basketball is viewed, talked about, and consumed, and for better or worse, that rising star. It now casts a long, unshakable shadow over Angel Reese.
Technical, and then where's this? Oh.
There's a shadow here, and it's getting too big to ignore. No conversation about Angel Reese's struggles is complete without mentioning the Caitlin Clark effect in 2023. Reese stole the spotlight with her unapologetic swagger and that championship ring, but while she was making headlines, Clark was building something even bigger, first quietly, then loudly, an empire, a movement. And now that spotlight is starting to shift.
But that's all from the perimeter passing, too. Angel Reese mid-range a minute to go here in this first quarter. Double team comes. She finds Angel down, getting it ahead to Reese. No. Reese rebound putback. Yeah. Off on the triple try. O-board to Harrison.
The ball moves crisper, the defense tightens, and most importantly, the Skies start winning. Coaches have been forced to make the tough calls, quietly cutting Reese's minutes in favor of team chemistry and the elephant in the locker room. It's getting louder with every game. How long can Chicago keep pretending she's the franchise cornerstone when the numbers and the results say otherwise?
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meetings.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
But maybe the most damning stat isn't even in the box score. It's what happens When Angel Reese isn't on the court, without her, the Sky suddenly play with more rhythm, more cohesion. Dana Evans and Marina Mabrey once seen as supporting cast stars stepping into the spotlight, and the team, they look sharper, hungrier, more dangerous.
Angel Reese.
If she's handling the basketball like that.
Angel Reese getting set to check in.
Camila Cardoso is going to have to learn to.
Angel Reese is calling for it. Mabrey to sub in. Oh, out of bounds. Reese with the follow and puts it. Dana Evans' hesitation into.
It was silence in Chicago, a city starving for its next sports hero, but Reese's underwhelming play. It's pushing fans away. Home games are seeing a noticeable drop in attendance. And that electric hype that once followed her everywhere, it's fading fast. What was once a movement is starting to feel like a memory.
I've had Bonner and AT hasn't been necessarily partaking in.
Carter knows. Coming out of nowhere is Reese for the block. Reese one-on-one matchup with Alyssa Thomas. Fouls up her own shot. Third opportunity. One with Alyssa Thomas. The rookie against the...
And fans, they've noticed clips of her airballing wide open shots are going viral. Breakdowns on her missed pick and roll coverage spread online faster than her brand deals. The comment sections, brutal even her most loyal supporters are starting to ask the tough questions during a recent game. Reese missed 3 uncontested layups in a row, and the crowd's reaction wasn't just disappointment. It was disbelief.
Out. Feeding Angel Reese, who finishes it up.
Yes.
One of our favorites for sure.
And loved her as a player as well.
Reese.
Uh-oh.
Sky force a turnover. Angel Reese off to the races. Will lay it in. Dana Evans with the miss. Angel Reese with the putback.
Her field goal percentage down below 40%. Her decision-making a growing liability. Turnovers are piling up. The footwork that once looked polished now feels clumsy. And those sharp defensive instincts, they're a step behind in college. Angel Reese was the hammer, but in the pros, she's starting to look like the nail.
It's going up. Offensive foul on Angel Reese.
Fast forward to her rookie season with the Chicago Sky and the energy completely different. Reese isn't lighting up highlight reels anymore. She's showing up in lowlights. The relentless rebounder, the fearless inside scorer she now looks hesitant, unsteady, at times overwhelmed. The swagger that once defined her, it's flickering.
Has 4 Liberty players around her, yelling to get the ball into Reese. Lindsey Allen hangs on, and the double-double streak for Angel Reese is...
She wasn't just winning games, she was shifting the culture. Everyone thought her jump to the WNBA would be effortless. She had it all. The charisma, the swagger, the competitive fire, and a college resume that screams superstar. But then something went wrong, terribly wrong.
Uhas and Allen find off the miss. Shot clock gets it to Onion Weather for an open look. And there's an Angel Reese offensive rebound. That is the 4th of the... That is a record that's been...
From champion to bench warmer, Angel Reese wasn't just another high-profile recruit. She was a cultural juggernaut, nicknamed the Bayou Barbie. She brought flair, fire, and full-on dominance to LSU, and when she led them to a national championship, she didn't just when she became a household name. The brands came calling. The interviews flooded in, and everywhere, young girls saw her and thought, that could be me. She wasn't just playing the game, she was changing it.
As Angel Reese gives it to her, and Angel. First opportunity not there. trailing 71-59. Angel Reese, what she got in her. Oh!
This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's hype versus reality, loyalty versus performance. And at the center of it all, Angel Reese, can she prove she's more than just a viral sensation? More than just a moment? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the controversy, the backlash, and Reese's explosive response. The question isn't just will she bounce back, it's how. Will she rise from the ashes or get buried by the downfall of a would-be superstar? The fall of someone who was this close to greatness. Don't blink because this drama is still unfolding. Smash that like button, share this video, and hit subscribe so you don't miss a second of the latest breaking sports news. This story, it's just getting started. Oh!
That's golden.
The numbers don't lie. When Angel Reese hits the court, viewership dips when she's on the bench. Her team wins. So what happened? Where did it all go wrong? And the real question, can she fix the narrative before it's too late? Time's running out. And the spotlight's not so forgiving anymore.
Has really taken upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensively to up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattled.
Recently being the first WNBA player.
I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
Left to play here in the first quarter, looking for Reese running. Caitlin Clark wins the pass, thread the needle.
Just months ago, Angel Reese was at the undisputed queen of women's basketball, a trash-talking double-double machine who led LSU to a national title and turned her game into a full-blown social media empire. She was everywhere. She was the moment, but now she's getting outplayed by benchwarmers, overlooked by fans, and fading fast in the blinding spotlight of Caitlin Clark. The fall from the top? It's reland. It's happening in real time.
11 offensive rebounds a game, one of the best in the league.
Clark frees up Boston for two.
7 for 3.
Clark on a step back, buries a three. It's her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark eyes in the front courts. Clark circling her way through, finds an opening and banks it home. Indiana will reset.
After a nightmare season packed with missed shots, lackluster performances, and jaw-dropping benchings, Angel Reese is finally breaking her silence. But here's the question, will her words make a difference, or is this just the slow fade out of the WNBA's most polarizing star? The drama's boiling over, the tension sky high, and the clock? It's ticking. If Reese doesn't flip the script and fast, this could be the moment her once promising career takes a nosedive she can't come back from.
Television schedule, it's been released for the 2025 W season. There are 175 games you can cash on national TV and on streaming. This is the 29th year of the WNBA. We will have a record number 13 games on ABC this season. That will also be the home of the 2025 All-Star Game. And speaking of All-Stars, our first broadcast this season, ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener. And then you have ring night for Breanna Stewart and the Liberty, seeing them host the three-time MVP A'ja Wilson and the new-look Aces. But with such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale. The Fever, they lead
the stands empty, the ratings tanking, and the once unstoppable hype around Angel Reese. It's hit a brick wall hard. The buzz that once lit up the league is fading fast. Chicago Sky fans aren't whispering their disappointment there, screaming it loud and clear. The message, they're over it. They're done showing up, done watching, done believing the hype, and that silence in the arena, that says it all. Rosa, que linda. And then came the showdown, the most anticipated rookie matchup of the season, Clark versus Reese. The hype off the charts. Fans were ready to see the college rivalry reborn under the bright lights of the pros. But what? They got a one-sided display. Clark lit up the court with 23 points, flashy assists, and logo range bombs that brought the crowd to its feet.
For a possible upgrade to the playground.
And they will go to the monitor.
Reese, she finished with just 8 points, shooting a rough 3-4 well from the field. And social media didn't light up with debates, it lit up with verdicts. Reese wasn't just outplayed, she was outclassed. The fire that once made her unstoppable now looks like frustration, and that frustration, it's starting to feel like desperation, frustration, and that frustration is turning into desperation.
WNBA stars Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have shaped one of the biggest modern-day rivalries in sports. And it's about to heat up yet again with this bold move from Nike. How? Let's break it down. Now, Nike had recently released a 90-second Super Bowl commercial featuring Caitlin Clark. And the legendary sports brand fueled the rivalry yet again by putting up Caitlin Clark billboards.
Even the TV ratings tell the story. Clark's games consistently draw over 500,000 viewers, trending on social media for hours. Afterward, Reese's games, they struggle to crack 100,000. The gap is real, and it's growing in a league. Hungry for mainstream relevance, stars who deliver aren't just celebrated, they're invaluable. And right now, performance is the currency. Clark's cashing in. Reese, she's falling behind.
In terms of decision making, but right there, Reese plucks it away. Goes to Reese. Count the bucket and the foul. You love the... Allen was able to shoot the gap and get it right back. Carter is not going to wait for the media time.
Now, Clark is delivering the goods night in, night out. Meanwhile, Reese is still searching for answers. The WNBA doesn't just need personalities, it needs production. And the longer this gap grows, the heavier the pressure gets. Chicago is watching. The league is watching. And if Reese can't turn things around soon, it won't just be the spotlight fading. It'll be the city turning its back.
How are we feeling, Angel?
Like a man. Like a Barbie.
This isn't just a slump, it's a complete breakdown. A full-on collapse of what was once a promising relationship between a rising star and a city that embraced her like family. When Angel Reese was drafted by the Chicago Sky, it felt like the dawn of a new era, the energy electric, the hype off the charts. Fans didn't just cheer, they believed. Her arrival sparked a level of excitement the city hadn't felt in years. Her jerseys, gone in a flash, off the shelves and into the streets. Angel wasn't just a player, she was the moment.
Craziest.
Clark.
This rookies versus legends moments in the WNBA.
Clark's bad one.
And to kick things off hot, let's relive the time Caitlin Clark shouldn't like dirt on a white tee.
Austin had her 11th double-double of the season. Hey,
Ooh-wee, putting a grown woman on skates like that?
Her face was everywhere on murals, billboards, buses rolling through the city. She was the one. The spark. The player meant to bring the swagger back to Chicago basketball and put the Sky back on the map. She wasn't just a draft pick, she was the promise of something bigger, but somewhere along the way, that hope, it curdled. The cheers turned quiet, the excitement faded into frustration, and now that once electric buzz has soured into something cold resentment.
A big question. If you had to log your vote today, who would your rookie of the year be in the WNBA?
I mean, it is a thin line. It's really tight. But when you look at where the teams are, and I also went a little deeper and I looked at plus minus, and I also look at net rating. And when you look at that, Angel Reese has to get popular position to take, because Angel Reese said it's not sexy to have to battle and where you've got to do.
The numbers, they don't lie, they just confirm what everyone's starting to feel. Attendance is down, way down, nearly 30% lower than the same stretch last season. The arena that once shook with every rebound, every stare down, every big play, now it echoes with silence or worse boos. the roar has faded into a hush. And those jerseys, yeah, the ones that once flew off the shelves and cracked the league's top 3. They've dropped hard, no longer even in the top 10. The rise was fast, but the fall, it's been faster.
I'm no rush to go to the league, no.
Because the money you can
The money
make,
I'm making is more than some of the people that are in the league that might be top players.
How much you make?
Huh?
How much you make?
Why? Because
You never saw that. You never.
And it's not just the fans who feel let down as creeping onto the court, too. The cracks are showing in back-to-back games. Cameras caught something hard to ignore, teammates throwing their arms up in frustration after. Blown assignments! And defensive breakdowns, most of them pointing back to Reese. These aren't just one-off moments anymore. They're becoming a pattern, a loop. A slow burn that's boiling over right in front of our eyes. What started as growing pains is starting to look like a team unraveling.
Unable to hook it in. Reese the O-board. Reese the points of her all-star career.
First ever an offensive board leads the WNBA.
But the real breaking point, it came during a home game so brutal. It might haunt Reese for the rest of the season. 3 straight missed layups uncontested. Point-blank shots, and this time, the crowd didn't gasp. It booed loudly from the same fans who once held up glittery signs with her name. Who wore pink glasses and Bayou Barbie wigs to honor her flair, her fire, her brand, that love. It flipped in real time. The cheers turned to jeers, and the honeymoon was officially over.
I really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong.
That moment, it didn't stay in the arena. By 8 o'clock, it was everywhere, viral in hours. Social media lit up, and it wasn't pretty. Critics, trolls. Even longtime fans, everyone had something to say, but it was the legends who really made it sting. Cheryl Swoops never one to hold back delivered the harshest blow yet. You can't talk trash. If you can't back it up, that line cut through the noise like a dagger, echoing across sports shows, podcasts, and highlight reels. It wasn't just a critique, it was a call-out, and it hit deep.
Double-double of the season if she gets to that. And Wilson's here at least. Carter drops it off to Reese. Finishes.
To finish around the back.
Wilson trying to go to work against Reese. The Lynx 21 times. Asia Wilson, offensive rebound, but it's ripped away quickly. Half at 36. Reese with another. Finding Cardoso. Reese with the offensive rebound.
Reese tried to fire back on Twitter defending herself, calling out the haters, saying folks were too quick to flip, but it didn't land. It felt hollow. Because this wasn't just internet trolls hiding behind burner accounts. This was her own home crowd, the same fans who once chanted her name like a war cry. Now, they wanted her bench drawer worse, gone, and here's the kicker. It's not just the fans anymore. Whispers are getting louder. The Chicago Skyfront office there, starting to listen.
Indy Olay read, so we can just bring you in.
So I'm doing that clock here. They got to hurry.
Carter feeding Angel Reese, who potties in, and Kennedy scoops it up. Oof. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Came in and around the Olympic season. Mayper bucket out of the timeout. And here's Reese being defended by Stokes. Turning over that left cross-court pass to Maypre.
Angel Reese finally spoke up, but the question still lingers. Was it enough? After weeks of deafening silence, she let it all out in a fiery post-game interview that instantly made headlines. Y'all act like I'm supposed to be perfect. She snapped, her voice sharp,